All right, part two. Now, you may notice a clear improvement in quality in this. And there's also an unfortunate, I'd say, conclusion that happened in the last video. Well, that is solely because this thing that I was recording on ran out of storage. Apparently, when you record in 4K, it takes up a lot of a lot of space in your phone. So, and also that video that I sent, I cannot, actually send to anyone. So, these are going to be posted to YouTube under a new channel that I haven't decided what it's going to be. But that then is going to be sent to the people it needs to be sent to, and from there, the proof, all that I need to do, that'll be proof. Drink level has not changed. We still got about 4 ounces left of the Red Bull concoction here. So, anyways, back to where I was. And where I was explaining explaining the beauty of this instrument here and the history of it, the very, very abridged history of it, right? So, I can't recall when I first heard this song, but I believe it's by Tarantelli or some other, like Giuseppe Tarantelli, but it's called The Devil's Trill Sonata. And the drink break. The story behind it is that this guy, he was dreaming in the middle of the night and he heard the most beautiful violin playing that he had ever heard, and in his dream the devil was playing it. And when he woke up, he really wanted to compose it, write it down on, sheet paper, just to really show that this most beautiful violin playing that he had ever heard to the world, right? So he wrote it down, he played it, and he said, this is nowhere near as good as what I heard in my dream. And yet, when you actually listen to it, you just hear the most incredible sounds come out of an instrument like this, And that's honestly where I fell in love with the sound of these types of these instruments, violins. Now, obviously, I don't have any experience with playing a violin, But even in this form, where there is an amp on the back here, you got the line out, the mic, on and off switch, place for the battery, volume, and the tone of it. I'm sure they can still produce, an absolute beautiful sound if you know how to play it, right? And that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to learn. There's just something about this instrument, that metal strings and horsehair coming together in certain motions combined with, just placing your fingers on these strings up here. There's honestly something magical about it. Drink break. We're almost done. But enough about the violin. That was a fucking tangent I just went on. Actually, I do have almost like studio lighting. Some reason, ages ago, I got this. Now, I've turned it on before, and it's quite bright. I mean, there is a single LED in it. I don't know if you can see right in the center of this fucking lens here. But, concern a whole bunch of various different colors and flashing light patterns. But, get fucking back in your place. Thank you. But, I've just never really thought about, recording videos ever. And obviously this might be a one-time thing, obviously I'm gonna have to create a YouTube channel just to even, fucking post this. And obviously the part 1 to it. But, gotta make do. We gotta improvise, we gotta adapt, gotta overcome. And that's exactly what Batman said in the 3rd Dark Knight movie. He said it right to Bane's face, just as Ra's al Ghul's daughter left him to fight Batman by himself. I'm tired. Fuck, I'm tired. Okay, alright. We gotta finish this in a little bit, though. We'll take it on to Sipsky. Actually, shit, we're almost done. Honestly, this morning I don't have much more to talk about. Went to the gas station briefly. Picked up a couple Cliff Bars and a chocolate milk. That's normally my breakfast for work every morning. Honestly, I'd say it's a pretty well-rounded breakfast. The milk that I get, 42 grams of protein in a bottle about as tall as this can here. And it just keeps me full, I mean, I've been bulking for the last, I'd say, almost year and a half. But it's just been me eating more than normal. Because, like, right now, about 200, 203. I was planning on starting a cut a little later this year, but my body's decided that, hey, you're eating too much, so let's just tone it down. And so now my eating has gone down a little bit, but I'm keeping that protein intake up so that I can try to keep the the muscle mass that I have right now, while also cutting a little bit of the extra weight that I have just out of there. I'm very happy with my progress so far. In the gym. A lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, and I mean that's what you need to play this. And I haven't even put the fucking bow up to this yet properly, because I can't, because it's broken for the last video. But I mean, just like holding this right here, and just, I mean, it almost feels natural, Not natural at all. I mean, I don't have anyone in my family who plays the violin, but when you have this mentality of, hey, I'm gonna do something. I care about the outcome, but whatever happens, happens. Whatever's in my control, whatever I can control, I can control how often I practice that, and I can control, how often I play it, and from there, I just have to let my heart, my mind, my soul all combine into one to help get, some semblance of good results there. It's the same, with me working out, right? Oh, fuck, excuse me. Oh, got the burps. When I'm working out, I got headphones in, and I'm putting my all into everything I'm doing there, right? I'm there to better myself. I'm not there to move the most weight that I can. At least, not every time. I'm there to obviously push myself, but also, better myself at the same time. That's Sipsky. Nothing left. Wait. Nothing left. Well, and with that concludes this challenge of drinking this Red Bull before noon and sending video evidence so I don't get SA'd. That's a fucking insane thing for me to say. That's fucking crazy. Okay, alright, well, if you're watching this, part 1 or part 2, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for your time, and see where these this next challenges take me. We'll get into later. If you're an outside viewer watching this, of the whole banking system with these essays. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. We just can't just get into that right now on the first go. But all right. Thank you for watching.